Simone will most likely continue to wear spandex simply because it makes her feel athletic. Good evening. I am the president of Simone's Sweet Teeth Association. I've never had to do a briefing like this. Of course, we are dealing with an unprecedented situation here. I know many of you have not ever seen me before, so let me explain how this works. So most people have a sweet tooth. Simone has what we call sweet teeth. So the way it has been working for the past 39 years is that all of us, and there are many sweet teeth, have been responsible for making sure that we get adequate processed sugar for the entire community. I happen to be the president of the Sweet Teeth Association. You guys have not seen me before because we really have not had to have this talk. So the reason, I'm so nervous being on these, this is new for me. The reason we are here is because people have been writing in noticing that there has been a serious deficit in the amount of processed sugar that we are receiving. So I want to give some information that we have and let the community know what the cause is, what are some of the precautions we have been taking, the efforts and so on, and what the outlook looks like for us sweet teeth in the community. So the cause of this situation really occurred roughly about a week and a half ago or so. Given the climate, we understood that Simone was stress eating. So she bought some Fruit Loops and some Oreo minis. She ate the Oreo minis as cereal. We all enjoyed it. It was fantastic. She was stress eating. So what we did preemptively was we spoke with the scale, and the scale decided to keep her numbers the same. There was at some point there a breakdown in communication, and the scale the other day released the real numbers. It was then that Simone realized she had put on 4 pounds of weight, and that was the cause of all of this. Once she realized she had gained weight and the scale was no longer staying the same regardless of what she was eating, she went into a bit of a panic. So that is the cause. We did take some precautionary measures when we understood that she may have a little more time to herself. We took some precautionary measures, seeing as she would be home for a little bit. We understood and forecasted that she might take this as an opportunity to get in shape and eat healthy. So in order to prevent at least the eating healthy part, what we did was we implored her brain cells to opt for her to wear leggings and spandex so that she would not notice her weight gain. What we need to, and that was working splendidly until she stepped on the scale. And we had that breakdown in communication. We're still investigating what actually happened in the nature of that breakdown, that the real numbers were revealed. So she's still wearing spandex, but one thing we want to disclose in all transparency is that unfortunately she had 2 slim friends tell her about wearing regular pants while she's home. Their theory is that if she wears regular pants while she's home, she will feel the tightness and therefore make different dietary decisions. We are going to monitor this to see if Simone really will indeed put on regular pants. However, we have heard very reliable sources in the brain cell community that Simone will most likely continue to wear spandex simply because it makes her feel athletic. So that may not be something we need to worry about, her putting on real pants and realizing the damage that she's doing. So some of the measures that we have taken to make sure that the sweet teeth community actually get sugar. Facebook ads. It started to look a little serious, so we did take out some Facebook ads, but also we had sort of the Facebook ad gods on our side, if you will. Simone has been, to give you some specifics, she's been receiving a particular commercial that's been showing up. Ironically, it's for some sort of weight loss program, but it's a person that continually zooms in and out with a really delicious frosted sprinkled donut, and they are advertising some sort of weight loss thing. Simone doesn't know what it is at this point. She hasn't actually paid attention because she's been so struck by the donut itself. There is that. She's also stumbled into some do-it-yourself frostings of cakes, how to frost a cake, how to decorate a cake using things with melted chocolate, sprinkles, sugar, that kind of thing. So really strategically, we have had some Facebook ads placed there as well. So there's the donut, there's the do-it-yourself frosting hacks. Those have also been making it on her Instagram feed. So we've been trying to get her brain cells to tell her to look a little bit at the Instagram, even though she's not much of an Instagram person. That has also been helping our case because she's seeing them across multiple platforms. Strategic product placement. Now, this is one that really seemed promising to us. Simone is not going out to buy food. She has been getting Instacart. So what has happened here is on the actual screen of the Instacart, sometimes there's some suggestions while you're shopping or you first enter the store. So what we did was we strategically placed Oreos there for Simone. Now, Oreos, the strategy behind that was Oreos really are the heavy artillery for Simone. She has absolutely no control and no willpower in the face of Oreos. So what this means is that for a regular person, even a family of 5, they could get a tray of Oreos and that tray could last them perhaps a week. For Simone, the Oreos will become breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So that tray of Oreos probably will not survive 24 hours. So Oreos really is the heavy artillery. And so we brought that out there by placing those ads strategically on the Instacart when she was shopping. We also placed those ads as you're about to check out. There's an option to save $5 if you spend $25 on a certain amount of products. And Oreos, we had those placed in there as one of the products that if she stocked up on and accumulated, $30 worth of Oreos, she would save $5. The other thing that we have benefited from in these times is people posting about food and food-related memes, food-related pictures, all of these things on Facebook. These were not intended. We did not do anything to get these, but what has occurred is they have all made her hungry for some sweet things, and so that has also helped the Sweet Tooth Association case. We had a longer-term plan because things started to look a little more serious, so we have a delay on her Instacart delivery, and the idea behind that is that if there was a delay, we could really inundate her with all of these sugary prospects and therefore get her to really struggle for a long time with not having overt sugars, and as a result, she would cave and load her Instacart. Now, what we would say is it did work. It did work at one time. She loaded her cart with some Ben & Jerry's. She loaded it with some Fruit Loops and some Oreos. And she also made sure, in the spirit of the Simone that we know, she made sure she had the proper replacements lined up in case those things could not be found. So she had her cart filled with processed sugar. That brings us to our current state of affairs, and that's really why we're here. Simone decided to go on the treadmill because she was feeling a little, not active. So she went on the treadmill and was looking for something to occupy her. What she stumbled upon was a Netflix show titled something like Bring Your Sexy Back or Bringing Your Sexy Back. As Simone watched this show while on the treadmill, she was thinking about bringing her sexy back and what it took for these people to bring their sexy back. So what ended up happening was after she watched that show, she edited her Instacart. And she took away all of the provisions that we were, as the Sweet Teeth community, were depending on. So the Oreos are gone, the cupcakes are gone, the Fruit Loops are gone, the Coca Colas are gone. I forgot to mention that in our precautionary measures when we were doing our foresight, we originally had her pick up some Coca Colas under the idea that she might get an upset stomach and need the Coca Colas. As you know, she ended up drinking all of those Coca-Colas while she was home. That has been delightful for us, but she also removed the Coca-Colas from her Instacart. So when her Instacart does come this Sunday, there will be no Coca-Colas. So as it stands, we have nothing processed that is sweet in the cart. And these are the state of affairs. We really have tried everything. So what this is all about now is, as a community, we are going to have to band together and really start learning how to deal with this situation in different ways. And by that, what I mean is that we are going to have to start responding to natural sugars. What that means really is bananas. If she eats a piece of fruit, we're going to have to start getting excited about that. We are no longer going to have Coca-Colas, you know, on a briefing like this. Of course, I would love to be drinking some sodas, but there are no sodas here. So we're now drinking water. So we're going to have to become okay with natural sugars. So we will probably do a follow-up briefing for the Sweet Teeth community about following up with coping mechanisms about not getting our overt sugars. We'll do a video on that. Again, thank you so much. You know, when I took this job as president of the Sweet Teeth Association for Simone, I did not expect that I would have to come on camera. It hasn't. It turned out that it wasn't too bad. I think I made it through. Thank you guys for bearing with me. We will keep you abreast of this and what is going on. And for now, really just make use of those natural sugars. And if you have any ideas, any stumbling blocks, or anything that we can throw, you know, just we are ready to do whatever it takes to make sure that we get some overt sugars, some processed sugars back into our community where they belong. So thanks for joining us and hanging in there with this briefing.
Did I tell you about the mask? The mask is Aztec clay and apple cider vinegar. Oh, jeez, my head's always on the side.